and I want to thank you for being here today.
Sure, no problem. It's great to be here and working from home also. And the last time I actually tried to talk about the vault to people, my brand new puppy jumped on my desk and tipped over my drink, and it was all over the place, and it was terrible. So I have the door shut today, and hopefully it will go much smoother. So yeah, I am a parent with two, now they're grown. One's 31, the other one's 33. As they get older, I forget how old exactly they are, but they're two boys that both have Fragile X syndrome, and they went through school and had the IEPs and all those things, went through the transition programs. I think as a mother, what I always found probably the hardest was, wanting them to be as independent as they could be. But also a lot of times I noticed I was being asked for forms, I was being asked for certain things, and I was always digging in a file cabinet to get to them. So as I learned more about the vault, I thought it was really a useful tool for a lot of parents. There's a lot on there. So one of the things that I did with my youngest one is we went in and did the planning path, which is the next slide. It really kind of helped to give a visual to things. So, what's important to me? What do I want to be? What do I dream of? His was working at Target, and he wants to work as a cart guy. So it was kind of nice because it put him in the middle, and it had all these things about him and what he dreams of. So now if I meet with any of his team, or he decides to make that move into that type of a job, I can share that document with everybody on his team. And it's very simple because it's all in one place in the vault. So I thought that was, and it really made it more him than me. I can say, well, I have this dream for him, but it's his. So next slide. So there's 7 planning activities on here. And I really, I can't say enough about it, because like the second one on there that says get a benefit lookup. So when you go on there and sign up for the vault, and then you can go and ask for a benefit lookup, it takes 2 days. It can take up to 2 days. But when it comes back, it lists every single benefit they're on. So it will say how much they're getting in Social Security, if they're on a waiver, all that stuff is kept in there. Also, if they have some housing benefits and different things like that. So it's really nice to be able to share that as well. And that also, that information, once it's sent in, it populates into the other options and activities that are on the vault. For instance, they have estimator sessions. My older son, he's working more in the competitive world. And so knowing kind of like, I get this job, how is it going to impact all my other benefits? It's kind of a little bit like a teeter-totter. It's like as soon as he makes more money, some of these other supports and resources may go down, which is fine as long as he knows ahead of time. And so I think the piece that is really important is him being more knowledgeable about his benefits and how they all work. That he's not going to lose. There's such fear, like he could lose his benefits, his medical. What if he loses his medical? But now with this tool, the vault, we can go in and we can get, okay, you got this job. Let's do an estimator session and figure out how it's going to impact all your benefits. And then he feels less fear, So a lot of these activities that are there, you can do with them. For my youngest one, he has his disability is more significant. So it is me doing a lot of the stuff for him. But my older one, it's us doing it together, which I think is really helpful because he becomes now more knowledgeable. And at some point, I'm not going to be here. So it would be nice if he could do that. So if you could go to the next slide, does anybody have any questions so far? Or? Okay, good. So I already kind of talked about this estimator session. It's really, like I said, it's really helpful. It really does help to kind of go, okay, you're getting this job, you're in a better place than you were before. And look at, you're going to keep your medical assistance, everything's good. And it can also be if he decides, I don't want to be on Social Security anymore. Well, then when does my medical end? Will I still have my medical coverage and I can still try? So the estimator sessions can kind of really help with that piece. And the nice part is when you do that benefit lookup, all the numbers populate into it. So they don't even have to, worry about that piece. Yeah, next one. So like I said, the other part I love about it is the files. It's just so nice. And actually, it's probably really nice for people who are voc rehab counselors and stuff like that as they're transitioning from school into voc rehab services. Our eligibility, a lot of times we're looking for documents that can kind of help determine if somebody's eligible or not. And so looking at being able to share those documents and like from school, those IEPs and those 504 plans, if they're loaded already as a file into the student's Vault, they can then take that and just share it with the voc rehab counselor or their case manager or whoever. And it's all in one place. So, and it's secure, private. They are the ones that have access of who they want to share it with and when. So I just think it's just awesome. I put the guardianship paperwork in there. I can put whatever I want to in there. And then I can have access. I can let people, see it or send it to them through the contact list, which is the next slide. So you can build your whole contact list of all the people that you want to be a part of your team. So if it's a guardian, if it's the school, if it's their home group home staff, whoever you want to be on that contact list, if you add all that in there, then it's so simple just to share one of those files with whoever's on your contact list. And then they also can share items to that as well. So I think that's pretty much it. If anybody has any questions, definitely I can answer.
Thank you,